Maybe God is humbling Shedeur Sanders. Now, before we get into this discussion, make sure you like this video so it can go out into the algorithm to people just like you who came across this video. And if you want to check out more, feel free to subscribe. All right, we're about to hop into this video. Now, for anyone who is a sports guy like me, matter of fact, let's go back. We're gonna go back to intermission. I don't want to spoil it for y'all right now. I don't want y'all to be reading stuff. Yeah, well, pay attention to me. But so if any of y'all are sports fans, just like me, and y'all watch the draft, just like me, then some of y'all know that Shedeur Sanders, one of the most like top, one of the, I feel like he's most definitely a top 10 quarterback. He had been um placed as like a top, like ranked as a top 5 quarterback, but he is Deion Sanders' son, and he haven't been drafted yet. It had been 2 days of the draft. It's literally been 3 rounds that went by, and he haven't been drafted yet. And this is causing a lot of chaos on social media. It is causing an uproar. It is causing all kind of stuff. You got people arguing about it. I'm not even gonna lie. I even put my 2 cents in it. Like, it really just got a lot of people like wondering what's going on. And it's also, there's so much stuff going on. Like, he's it's sad, man. You got people pulling the race card on social media when they're obviously like there's black quarterbacks being drafted, but I kind of get what they saying, but like, come on, man, yeah, I don't know, it most definitely ain't that. We see we done saw the black quarterback be the first pick in the draft. Some people say, oh, okay, he's a good old boy, and nah, it's something more to that. And I think I've probably have figured out why. So we're gonna go to live scene, and a lot of times when we see stuff happen, we don't. A lot of people get so caught up into sports, they don't look at the spiritual realm of things. They don't pay attention to um what's taking place in the spirit. We're only looking at stuff with a carnal mind, and they want to pull. That's why people pulling race cars. That's why people saying all this stuff. And it took me a while to figure out because I was kind of looking at it with my carnal mind too. I tend to don't think about things in the spirit, but let's just check out some things. Now I seen this on Twitter, right, about Shedeur, right? His combine really was very interesting. I heard about it, and
If you ain't trying,
yeah, here we go.
if you ain't trying to change the franchise or the culture, don't give me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over, and I've done it over and over and over. So it should be no question why NFL franchise should pick me. You think I'm worried about what critics say or what people gotta say? You know who my dad is? They hated on him too. So it's like it's almost normal. Without people hating, it's not normal for us. So we like diversity. We like everything that comes with the name. That's why we are who we are. If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the culture, don't.
Ooh, it's like he really, really messed himself up with that one. And not only that, there's so many stuff. I typed in his name and there's a lot of stuff like popping up. But someone put refused to work out. Shedeur Center refused to work out at the combine. Absolutely bombed interviews. Told teams not to draft him if they weren't ready for to change their franchise and culture. This isn't collusion. Teams just don't want him because he expects to run the organization from day one. And I mean, it's given that, right? It's given that. Um, and then I saw this from a guy. He said, I got the opposite read on Shedeur Sanders. I want to be careful here, but I spoke with two people on two different teams that met with Sanders, and completely independently of each other. That is the exact same things to say. They both said it was a bad meeting and it came off as unprofessional and disinterested. Both also said that after the meeting, they had a lesser opinion of him than prior. These same people both met with Cam Ward as well, and they both said they love Cam Ward. They love Ward, and it was a great meeting. Now, I'm not trying to kill the kid, so I want to give a bunch of caveats. Uh, these are just two people. Maybe other people in the meeting had a different read, and maybe those teams that Shedeur Sanders doesn't want to go to. So maybe he purposely tanked the meeting. Maybe he just had a bad day. Lord knows I haven't nailed every interview I ever had. You know how many times I met with ESPN before they eventually bought my website? But yeah, when talking about the projected top QB's pick this year, every team I spoke to loves Ward, and I didn't hear a ton of positive about Sanders. So, as y'all can tell, Sanders really, he's being bold. He's being confident in himself and stuff. And it's okay to be confident, but it is, yeah, it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good for him. And look, y'all, this is the quarter. I thought this was funny. This is a quarterback that they drafted over Shedeur Sanders. I thought this was funny. Look at this duck ball. Woo! Oh man, some ain't right. Some ain't right if you got that guy throwing the ball over. You pick him over Sanders. So he did compete in the combine. That was bothersome too. Uh, I want to say on here, there's something I seen. Um. Okay, now let's get to the spiritual part of it. So this is what he said.
We got faith in God no matter what. What's going on with y'all? What's up with y'all, man? We here, we in good spirits, of course. God don't make mistakes. We got faith in God no matter what. Whatever it is.
So, um, of course, you know, Shedeur talks a lot. Uh, Shedeur talks a lot about God because his dad. You know, they share their faith a lot with the internet, right? I mean, it gotten so bad, y'all. They got the president talking about it. They got the president talking about it. Donald Trump said, "What is wrong with NFL owners? Are they stupid?" Deion Sanders was a great college football player and even greater in the NFL. Uh, Also a very good coach, streetwise and smart. Therefore, Shedeur, his quarterback son, has phenomenal genes. and it's all set for greatness. He should be picked immediately by a team that wants to win. Good luck, Shedeur. And say hello to your wonderful father. So even the president is calling out the NFL, right? But like I said, y'all, um, let's go back to the live right quick. I mean the intermission. So there's a problem. This is uh this is the problem here. So we gotta now we're gonna be light to the world, right? And we're gonna follow God. We gotta do things that God say we need to do, and like we need to apply the things that God tell us to do. And yeah, it's okay to be confident in yourself, but we have seen multiple times where Shedeur don't seem very humble. We seen him not be wise in what he say or what he do. I get it, he's young, but your father, who is a man of God, should be teaching you this as well. But how can the father teach that if he's not doing it himself? See, there's a like Dion need some. Hey, this is why I said discipleship is important. Deion Sanders needs some discipleship too. Now he's a man of God, but he just still needs some work. We all need some work, right? So this is God humbling not only Shedeur, but he's humbling Dion. And we all can fall short of God's glory. We all can fall short. Cause sometimes I get it. I fell short yesterday. Somebody made me mad or something. I don't know. I was getting irritated. And I slipped a word that I shouldn't have said. Or I said something I shouldn't have said. One of the two. So we gotta be careful. And I'm trying to this is we what it really took me into was some scripture. It really took me into some scriptures. Uh Trying to find it. Okay. Send me the Proverbs. Why? Nobody want to drink no olive. No one wants to drink no olive oil for 7 days. It's a Proverb 16:5. The Lord detests all the proud of heart. Be sure of this, they will not go unpunished. So God don't want you to be arrogant. He don't want you to be arrogant. Um and then we got some more proverbs that I want to go to. Uh this popped up. Okay, this is not proverbs. I thought it was, but uh it say James 1:19. My beloved brother, understand this. Everyone should be quick to listen and slow to speak and slow to anger. So A lot of time you will see Deion Sanders. He be quick to speak, man. Quick to speak on a topic. His son do the same thing. His son did it in the combine. Like he was so quick to speak on his thoughts and what he ain't gonna do and stuff. And it's like sometimes, bro, you need to like sit back and just observe and listen. You can give your thoughts, but you gotta ask like you gotta ask the Lord what you should say. Especially at them combines interview, like he should ask the Lord like what he should say. But he came out with some like crazy boldness, which most definitely like led him to not get picked so far. Um, I want to say another proverb. There's so many proverbs. Um, let's go here. Let's just go into proverbs, right? I like this. They say, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And as y'all know, uh, Proverbs is full of things we need to take with us when we out in this world. And for them to be Christians, they should really like Proverbs is like the all around like basis of things we should take in life. And they even say right here, um, let's just read the first one, the Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, for gaining wisdom and instruction, for understanding words of insight, for receiving instruction in prudent behavior, doing what is right and just and fair, for giving prudence to those who are simple, knowledge and discretion to the young. Let the wise listen and add to their learning, and let the discerning get guidance, for understanding proverbs and parable, the sayings and riddle of the wise. So, this is why it's important that you should listen. You should be careful what you say. Because now, all the things that they was doing over there in Colorado, they try to take it to the NFL. And it's just like the NFL's like, no. Like, I'm not finna let y'all come here and tell us what to do with our franchise and stuff. And Dion, we want you out of it. We don't want you trying to control wherever franchise that your son is in. And it was just like even Shedeur was saying like what Dion was like saying he gonna make sure his son go to a good team. Bro, y'all gotta be humble. Your son would have went to a good team if y'all had not just spoke so much. If y'all had just stayed quiet, keep it to yourself, he would have got drafted. It is sad because now they catching all this, all of this heat, and I hate to say it, but Shedeur wasn't being humble about the draft. He didn't even go and throw in the combine. Like, man, just don't think you're too good to practice the throw in the combine. Don't like that is crazy. I think anybody who don't um go to the combine and show off their skill set, like I just don't think that's wise. I don't think Cam Ward did either, but he didn't talk either. So um the reason why I'm pausing because I don't want to say something crazy. That's why I pause before I say anything when it comes down to these videos, y'all. And I'm trying to find more Bible verses. I can't get. mm, I don't like when they got like 3 or 4 tabs. Like, show me the verse. Um, let's see. I'm trying to find more verse, cause man, Proverbs is like full of it, and I'm surprised they ain't. I will say I feel like I hope this is what happening right now. I hope this is what taking place. It say, my son, do not despise the Lord discipline, and do not resent his rebuke, because the Lord discipline those he loves. As the father, the son, he delights in. Man, I just feel so I feel like this is a verse that Deion Sanders need to see. This is what he need to see. It's okay to be confident, but sometimes you need to learn how to just be quiet, because you don't have to speak on everything. You don't have to try to control everything. Let God have full control. And that's what's happening is I don't think they letting God have full control. And then what happened is things happen. Then they're like, all right, God, y'all, you got it. So I hope that's what's going on with Shedeur, and I hope Dion and Shedeur learn a lesson from this is just chill. And a lot of times I feel like they could have be like, man, this is the enemy, this is the enemy, this is the devil. But sometimes no. Sometimes God is saying, telling, yo, chill. Y'all doing too much. Like, I got this. Y'all doing too much. Y'all being too bold now. Y'all speaking too bold about things. So there's a lot of stuff that we could learn from this. Um, this situation. I really hope that he get drafted today. The 4th round is today. Um, I hope the good come out of this. A lot of people saying now that he's slipping 4th round that he being looked at as a backup. He do need to be a backup. He need to be humble. And I think that's what it is. Like now I think teams are willing to take him, like, you know what? We're gonna try to humble this guy. We finna make him a backup. Like, we finna humble you. Cause you're too cocky. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of cocky player that been drafted, but the things that he said about teams and the franchise and all that, that is where he was kind of uh put himself on eggshells. But with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this. This is very like big topic that going on right now, and we just want to look at things from the spirit and not from the world, because the world want to say that people are racist and all kind of crazy stuff. But other than that, I'm out, y'all.